So today I went to go get a new phone, and while on the way to get my new phone, this is my new phone by the way, I stopped in my comic store and got 2 packs of Minimates, DC Minimates. As you can see here, DC Minimates. So I picked this one up just because, for obvious reasons. So, packaging, it says World's Greatest Superheroes. Then Gardner, Kilowog. Got a really goofy picture of Captain Marvel. On the back it just has the other figures. It says Shazam and Mary, Hawkman and Hawkgirl, Gardner and Kilowog, Red Tornado, and Ma Hunkle. This right here is why the DC Minimates failed. So as you can see, they do have different packaging than Marvel Minimates. As you can see, there's pretty much a big difference. These are really just different. Whereas I usually like to keep my Marvel Minimates in their packaging, this one I won't be able to do that with. So, it just says here, DC Superheroes, the world's greatest superheroes, crammed into a 2-inch body with 14 points of articulation. Then it just has a bunch of addresses and stuff. There's no bios like the Marvel ones, but whatever. So I'll open these guys up and review them. So, also unlike Marvel Minimates, these have twist ties. I just can't get over how goofy that looks. I'm going to start this off by saying I do not like Gardner as a character. He's just not one of my favorite Green Lanterns. Alright, first off, the head looks good. I'm not so sure on his expression. I don't know, kind of looks like someone just farted and he's trying to figure out who. But, yeah. I don't know, it just kind of looks weird. He should have been, like, smiling or something, I don't know. His hair is pretty red. Like it should be. I like it, kind of looks like a bowl cut. It certainly looks like Gardner's hair. That's pretty much all I'm going to say. And now, his outfit, which is just a reason that I don't like Gardner, is his stupid jacket. So he's got his jacket with the lantern symbol on it. The black that is on here is part of the chest piece. It's not like underneath it. It is part of it. His arms, hold on. His arms are just black with white gloves. They have this cuff here, simulate the glove. On his right hand, he has the lantern ring. It's kind of painted on there good. I like it. I like that he didn't just kind of put a little dot of green on his arm, on his hand. That wouldn't have looked so good. Now, he's got these boots. Hold on. These boots here, they are one piece. They look like 2. They remind me a lot of the boots that Ultimate Thor wore. But they're not. They're a different thing. They look good. The belt looks good. It's all the way around. Which, as you know, is a complaint that I always have, is that they never detail the backs. Now, since these boots are a bit big, they give him a height difference for some characters. As you can see there, it's got him and him and Mr. Fantastic are... He's bigger than Mr. Fantastic. He is as big as Ultimate Hulk. And smaller than Ironmonger. His one and only accessory is this lantern. Obviously, he would come with the Green Lantern. This one is smaller than both the Justice League Unlimited figures and the New Frontier Green Lantern figure. This is actually a little more detailed than the Justice League Unlimited figure. It looks very nice. He can hold it well in his hand, either hand. It looks good. Everything like that. So now I'll just move on to the next figure. Here is everybody's favorite Green Lantern, Kilowog. You might not be able to see it here, but this figure is really, really tall. I'm going to bring in Nick Fury for a little height difference here. Yeah. He's that tall. Here is Kilowog and Ironmonger. Yeah, that's right. Kilowog is actually taller than Ironmonger, who is one of the tallest Marvel Minimates. They did this obviously because Kilowog is a big guy. They couldn't have done it on a simple Minimate. Like, he wouldn't have looked good next to Gardner if he wasn't, you know, taller. But yeah, it looks really good. I believe they put a couple other figures in this scale. Like Ares with the Wonder Woman, Killer Croc with Batman, and Bane with Batgirl. They're the same scale as the Lord of the Rings figures, I believe. So yeah, let me actually talk about the figure now. This figure has a really great face. The face just screams Kilowog. I mean, I thought at first that this was going to be just a regular face with, you know, a slip mask over it, like the Marvel figures, like that. But it is, in fact, a new head. They sculpted the figure with a new head. As you can see, they actually took time to detail his forehead, his brow. It just looks really good. Now, like I said, this figure is in fact a new body. It's a bigger body than I've reviewed here so far. So pretty much everything is bigger. The arms are bigger, as you can see there. There's a pretty big difference between the two. Here's the difference between the two pairs of legs. These are thicker and taller, and these are skinnier and shorter. On the bottom of his feet, he has 2 peg holes instead of 1. So 4 in total. I guess it just makes it a lot easier for him to be placed on a Lego stand. As you can tell, he's got a chest piece to make him look bigger. Very necessary. Because as I said, Kilowog's a big guy. Unlike Guy Gardner, he does not have boots painted on. They are, I mean, he doesn't have boots, he has them painted on. So, you know, here's Guy Gardner's boots. And there's Kilowog's. I think for Kilowog, the painted on boots do work better. And And for Guy Gardner, the actual boots are good. Now, again, this figure has another ring, which looks good again. This one's actually painted on a little better, probably because the hand is bigger. Again, the only accessory he has is a lantern. But just like how Kilowog is taller, or bigger, the lantern itself is taller. So it's still not quite as big as the New Frontier lantern. It's a little closer in size to the Justice League Unlimited one. Here's a comparison of the two lanterns. That's Guy's, that's Kilowog's. As you can see, there's quite a difference in size, just like the characters themselves. So, I think if you really like these two characters, or if you just like Green Lanterns like me, I would definitely recommend picking these two up. Kilowog is obviously a better figure than Guy Gardner, but Guy Gardner is still a pretty good figure. So yeah, I recommend, if you could find these guys for cheap, I'd definitely recommend picking them up. And if you do not pick Kilowog up, you are a poozer.